Yeah, welcome back, guys. In the last section, to bring some order on the screen, I would like to change the seed file again a little bit, because we are having now a little bit too much animals. I would like you to go to your seeds file, what is sitting in the API server folder. Please go into the seeds file. Enter something like 5 generated animals here, the catchphrase animals. Then go inside your terminal, end the process, restart the process, and then check it out in the browser. Again. So what I'm having now is 5 animals, pretty fine. Reload your localhost. Here 5 animals, pretty nice. And now we can check our functionality, like adding Klaus, the fish. Klaus, the fish, is 5 years old. And we see Klaus appearing on the screen. And clicking also works on this because we are using the action now. So we also see the details of Klaus, or also of Katharina, or of Brendan, or of anyone. So let's create another animal. Let's create Lisa, the ape. She's 12. She's female. And now, can you see? We have this little problem here by adding multiple animals, because it's just overwritten the one. So, another problem. But in terms of time, I would like to take you to the delete function now, because after the delete function, we will go over this iteration of the list, and I think then we are good. So let's head to the delete function. Okay. To do so, I will first think about where do I want to provide my delete function. And I think the best way to do it is to have a button here inside the animals list. There should be a button. The button name delete this animal, or it's a long title. Let's say delete. And it's a class name. I'm making use of Bootstrap here. And it's a btn, let's say warning. I hope warning is a color for button. Let's check. Yeah. So here we have now a button in each tile. And by clicking on this button, I want to delete this entity, this animal from the list of animals. How is our approach here, the first thing I will do is I will provide an onClick method. This onClick method will be very stupid in the beginning here. And I will say this on delete button click. This is my method name. I will copy it. And I will, here in my own methods, there. Okay, I'm in the render method, so I will keep it below here. I will, let's say, console log. What do I want to provide here? I need to somehow identify the animal. So I think I will do it with the ID. And the correct ID of the item I want to delete is, I think, the animal ID. Because I'm inside the iterator, the ID is already there. So I need to nest this, not to trigger all the time. So I want to create this, and I just want to lock the ID for now. So on click, I'm calling the onDelete button click with the animal ID, and the animal ID is passed to here and will be shown in the console log. Deleted ID. so we can find it again. Hopefully I don't have this much console spam. Let's check. Do I have console spam at this moment? No, I'm pretty clear. No, it's okay. So if pressing on this button, deleted ID 0, deleted ID 1. So you can see according to what button I'm pressing. If I want to delete Klaus, Klaus has the ID of 5, sorry. Lisa has the ID of 6. And this is what I want to make use of in the delete function. So to do so, I will write my own delete function. I will, it's too enlarged, you know. So I will just write a new action here, and I will export a function as usual. Just give me a second so you have it on the screen. Let's say delete animal by ID. I'm passing an ID here, so the rest is pretty much boilerplate. I'm returning a function with an argument of dispatch to make thunk work, or the Redux thunk part work, and then I'm dispatching as method an object. The type is let's say delete animal, and as you remember, if I do delete an animal, if I do providing a type here, you should copy the type, go to the constants, export the constant so you can import it via the type and not only by the string literal. So I think we need this here, yeah, correct. And then in the index.js I also sure need to import the delete animal function, and I forgot a whole lot of shit. I need to start with Axios, right? So as you know, my URL is here at the very top, and the syntax to delete an animal by a specific ID would be like this. ID, let's say I want to delete the animal with the ID 1. So I would need to call the URL with the specific animal. Let's check it in the browser pretty quick. I don't know, I'm not sure whether we have done this before. You know, if you go to the browser here, and let's say we want to go to, let's reload. We want to go to Klaus the fish. Yeah? Then we have the ID of 4. And if we, after animals, we use the slash and we use the 5 here, we can access the single entity of Klaus. Because Klaus is with the ID 5, it's mapped via the URL mapping, or via the URL. We are accessing this. When I'm typing 1, I'm accessing Manuel Freeway, 4, Katharina Thielmann, and 6, do we have a 6? Yeah, we have Lisa the Ape at 6. And now let's say I want to delete the animal with a 6. What I would need to write here would be something like this, the path, and then the animal I would like to delete. So what I'm doing is I'm using a const. I will name it delete animal, for example. It's not quite correct because it goes to an HTTP verb. Let's say I name it del for delete. Then I will use Axios, the Axios object again. I will make use of the delete method, and now I'm going with ES6 syntax because I need the URL. So I will have to concatenate now my URL. To do so, I will dollar curly braces get the URL from the very top here. Now I have this. What I need to write now is the slash. So outside of this, I will write the slash, and then again I'm going to escape with dollar and curly braces, and pass my ID here. So this looks a little bit cryptic, but I assure you, if we resolve this, I will copy this. If we resolve this, you know, it's just pseudo what I'm doing now. We have, this is the first part, what comes from URL. Then we have the slash, so I write the slash right here. And then we have the ID. And let's think about the ID in the browser. It was simply a number. So let's say O or ID, whatever number it is, right? So I hope you are familiar with this, because it's a very nice way to write it. So now we created the deletion command, and as always, if we are in the asynchronous world, we don't know how long it takes, so we will change the then method, ask for the response of this, and here from the response we now want to dispatch, you know, the method with the object. And here now comes the type of, what was the type exactly? Delete animal. No, I'm in a little bit hurry because we don't have this much time anymore. Delete animal. And yeah, for the payload, well, I go for response status, I think. So I can ask on the other side if the response status, yeah, I go for response status here. Here I will catch any errors, any occurring errors. I will console log them to the user or to the developer. So if there are errors, we could at least see that the promise throw the error. So now I created my function, I returned the dispatch, I created an access object with the delete HTTP verb for the URL with a given ID. I catched the promise, I resolved the response, status code bounded to the payload and named it type animal. I catched errors. So we are good to go here. Now inside my animals list, what do I need to do? At first I need to remind what is the name of the action I wrote. It's like delete animal by ID. I will copy this. Let's go into the animals list. Here is where I want to make use of it in the button. Here in this on button click method. So here is something like in pseudo. I'd like to use this method with ID here. So now again we are doing some boilerplate. We are using the map dispatch to props method and dispatching it. So I need to import the action, and then please remember the left side is however you name it. You name it, and the right side is the action itself. So I go for delete animal on the left side, and I hope that the delete animal function will be now bound to the props of this. To check it out, I will comment in my smiley again. Yeah, okay. Let's check in the browser. So as you can see here, the method is rendered once on the first time. When there are no, then the component lifecycle method is happening. The animal list is filled now, and yeah, this works nice. I also have the delete animal function bound here. Yeah. So if I press the button, I can see deleted ID 1. In the network tab, I'm checking, is there any HTTP happening on the delete? No. Okay. Yeah, but it's no problem because I only used the console log here. But now I will make use of this props.delete animal, then I'm passing the ID. The ID comes from the top through here. So this is what should be deleted now. Let's be very careful on this. Let's go back to the browser, reload everything. Let's clean the console network tab. And now I'm clicking to Vivian. Vivian is here. She is there. Nothing happened here in the network tab. But now as I press delete, you can see Vivian is deleted with a status code of 200, okay. But it's not removed from the list, okay, a reducer problem. Let's reload the page hard by pressing Command R or string, yeah, or however you reload your browser, F5, or if you're on Windows or something. So reload the browser. And as you can see, Vivian is gone. And now if we go to the list of animals, we also see that Vivian is gone here. Let's check for another one. Let's say we want to remove Lisa here. As you see in our local host, we have now like 6 animals. The last animal here is Lisa. Lisa has a given ID of 6. So let's go back into the browser. Let's refresh the page. Let's scroll to the bottom. There is Lisa. Lisa is an ape. She's 12. Let's delete Lisa. So pressing delete on Lisa brings the HTTP verb, but still the list is not updated. Let's check on the route. As we can see, this is the state from before. I will reload now. And as you can see, Lisa is removed. So what we will need to do in the next section, we will need to update the reducer according to the action. But I will stop the recording here and I will be right back.